Hey, what's up, man? This your boy Roger coming to y'all with another video and another message and another topic, man. I just want to discuss this because in this era of life, man, a lot of us are having issues and problems when it comes to domestic partners, when it comes to marriages, when it comes to relationships. It's becoming a huge issue, man. And that's why I really been speaking on this a lot, because it's like people don't have no sense of direction on what to do in certain situations. And I'm going to be helping y'all, man, with messages coming back to back about this stuff, in order to better people and to better who we can better. First off, I just want to say this to married people and people in relationships. Your husband or your wife is not your friend. It's time for y'all to wake up. Your husband or your wife is not your friend. It's time for y'all to wake up. If you're in a relationship and it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you want to put a title on it, whatever, they're not your friend. So let's get this started. What is the purpose of a wife? Does anybody know the purpose of having a wife for a man? The purpose of having a wife is for her to help her husband. She's the helper. God told you this in Genesis. The purpose of the wife is to be the helper of the husband. That's the main purpose. Okay, so let's read it. Go to the book of Genesis 2:18. The Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper. I will make a helper for him, not a friend." I'm going to say that again. I will make a helper for him. Key word, helper. So your wife is not your friend. Let's move on. What's the purpose of a husband? For the ladies out there, it's for him to be a provider, a protector, and he's supposed to be leading his family to God, lead you to God. A provider, a protector, and lead you to God. Not a friend. That's nowhere in the scripture. That's nowhere in the Bible. Not a friend. That's not the purpose of your husband, for him to be your friend. It's not your friend. Now, let's get this straight, y'all, because a friend is somebody that got your back right or wrong. A friend, somebody you could talk to about anything. A friend, somebody you could deal with them how you need to. I mean, I have seen friends have broke friends and pay their way for years. It's friends that I know that never have no money, but we the guys, we the bros, man, we know he don't never have no money. We gonna pay his way. I seen females, y'all, pay their friends way at the club, pay for the whole vacation. I'm talking about chicks spending thousands of dollars paying for their friends who came, who ain't got no money, because you just won't be in the presence of your friends. But play that game with her husband. Watch what your wife do if she got to keep paying for everything when you go on vacation. Watch what she do. She gonna start talking about you to her friends. She gonna start gossiping to your girl. He broke. He ain't got no money like that. I had to pay for this trip. I had to pay for that trip. But with her friend, this my home girl, it's all cool because that's her friend. And brothers, you got to realize your wife is not your friend. She not your friend. Keep coming up with no money. Keep being broke. Keep not having none. She'll leave you and go sleep with another man. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. Okay? That's your wife. And she has priorities. You got to provide for her. You got to take care of her. You got to protect her. All that other shit and all that other stuff, man, that's just a necessity. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not your friend. She will leave you if she have to keep paying for everything. It's the same thing with these women, with the men. Not give your husband no sex. Not give him no sex. Stop sleeping with him. Stop cooking that good food you cook for him. Stop giving him that good head you've been giving him. Stop it. And watch he kick you to the curb, because he not your friend. That's your husband. He not your friend. That's your husband. And that's the issue, and that's the problem. Everybody is treating each other like they friends. This not your friend. It's like people saying that it's loyalty in marriage. The word loyalty barely even come up in the Bible. This is not about loyalty. This is about performing the duties you're supposed to perform as a wife or a husband. So people getting their feelings caught up into this. This is not about feelings. Brother, you want a wife? Let me be honest with y'all. I'm going to be all the way 100 with y'all and just be straight up forward with y'all on this one, because we have to get real with one another. Brothers and sisters, you getting a wife, I'm going to just keep it real with the fellas. You getting a wife is almost equivalent to you going to buy a new car off the lot. And that's the way you got to look at it. Getting a wife for the fellas is almost kind of like you have to buy a new car off the lot and you got to take care of it. You got to take care of it. You know why? Because when you buy a new car off the lot, you got to protect that car with what? Insurance. $400 for full coverage. You got to protect it with insurance. You got to keep it clean. You got to keep the maintenance up on it. You got to pay the car note. You got to protect it and you got to provide for that vehicle. It's the same thing with women. Women, can I be honest with you when you get a husband? Let me be honest with you when you get you a husband. When you get a husband, ma'am, that's almost equivalent to you having another child. I'm going to just keep it real. When women know what I'm talking about. A woman getting a husband is almost equivalent to her having another child. Why? Because you got to clean up behind him. Why? Because if something happened to him, you got to nurture him while he's sick. Why? You got to cook for him. You got to rub his feet. You got to rub his head. You got to lay sex on him. You got to do all this stuff. It's almost kind of like you taking care of a whole nother child. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with this. And it's the same thing with men. It's like you taking care of a car, because that's all the requirements when you have a wife and a husband. This not your friend. And the minute you stop doing that for him, it's over. So there's really no real loyalty in that. This is business. This is business when it comes to your husband and wife. And dude, I'm telling you dudes out there, you in a competition with other men. If you don't be providing for your girl, if you don't be getting her nails done, if you don't take care of her, all right? If you ain't putting no money, if you ain't making a substantial amount of money, brother, she gonna cheat on you, or either she gonna leave you. That's just how it go. You know why? Because that's not your friend. That's not your friend. Most of the time, people are with each other for what they could do for one another. This not your child, and this ain't your mom or your friend. She will kick you to the curb and leave you. I'm telling you what I know. It's the same thing with the women out there. Not do the job, not cook, not clean that house up, not be giving that man sex when he need it. He'll cutthroat you and go get with another woman and get it from her, because he not your friend. This ain't about no loyalty. This about you performing the tasks and the duties of having a husband or a wife. And this would come with this stuff. This ain't just about no love or none of that stuff. This is about what you could do for somebody. And that's what it is, man. And another thing, I'll leave y'all with this after this. Another thing, man, I be seeing these dudes go to the club, like this, hanging like y'all friends. Husband and wife in the club, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, in the club, right? And they in the club, the woman looking like she don't even want to be there because she can't do what she want to do in front of you in the club. So she just there acting all pretty, acting like she can't dance or shake her. You know how y'all do, sisters. In the club, y'all just with him. The dude in the club, like he really enjoying his wife. Like he really having fun with her. Like he really enjoying her. You not really enjoying her. I'm going to just keep it real, man. When we take women to the club, when we take our girlfriend out on dates, we don't really like no dates. We really don't like the dates. We might like the food on the dates, but really, man, the only thing a man thinking about, I'm going to just keep it real. The only thing a man thinking about is getting that sex from you at the end of that date. The only thing that man thinking about is getting sucked off by you when y'all get back to the house. That's the only thing on a man's mind. You know why? Because that's not your friend. You go hang out with your friend. You go have fun with your friend. You go shoot pool with your friend. But with your wife, man, it's duty, it's job. The woman up in there, she don't really care about hanging with you. The woman just came because she wanted to make you feel good. But really, to be honest, bro, she probably came because you got her a new outfit. She probably came because you about to get her nails done. She probably coming because she know you could provide and pay all the bills. That's what that's about. So when I get with a female, me personally, When I get with a female, I automatically know right then and there, this is not my friend. This is not my friend. This is not my mother. She's not gonna love me unconditionally. Now my mother, it don't matter what I got. My mother gonna try to help me as much as she could. It's the same thing with the ladies. It don't matter if you land second. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you doing good or bad. Your mother is going to accept you most of the time because she love you unconditionally. It's no such thing as unconditional love in a marriage or a relationship. It's about what you could do. And I'm so sick of people not knowing this. Me personally, I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. When I meet a woman and when I deal with a woman, I let her know right then and there, we're not friends. Let's cut the crap. You trying to see what kind of car I drive. You trying to see what type of money I make. You trying to see if I know how to really financially take care of a woman. You trying to see if I can lay good sex down. That's another thing for the men. A lot of y'all, I'm going to just keep it real, and I have done this too. A lot of us get comfortable with our women, get comfortable with our wives, and we don't be laying dick down right on them. We don't be laying dick down right on them. And not lay dick down right on your wife. Why she go cheat? This is business. So you got to take care of her. You got to put the sex on her right. You got to make sure you able to provide, protect. You got to do all that. That ain't no motherfucking friend to me. That sound like a fucking liability. That's what that is. That sound like something I got to keep pleasing and keep pleasing over and over. It sound like almost a fucking bill. A required bill. That's what it is. It's the same thing for the women out there. You got to keep having sex with them. You got to keep sucking the dude off over and over and over again. You got to keep cooking. You got to keep cleaning for him over and over again. Because you know the minute you stop, he gone. This ain't no game, bro. And people are hopping into marriage and not understanding this shit for real. This shit not for the weak. You got an everyday job to do. This is why Jesus said, shout out to Jesus. This is why Jesus said, man, it's better for you to be single like I am. It's better for you to be single like I am. This is why the Apostle Paul said it. In the Bible, this is why Paul said it. I'd rather for you to be single as I am. But it's better for you to marry than to burn with passion. Because this God rules, y'all. God said, okay, you don't want no wife? Fine. You ain't got to deal with it, but you better not be having sex before marriage. If you ain't married to that woman and you just out here sexing it up, playing around, I'm sending you to hell. So now you got to deal with God stuff. So now you got to get married. You won't have sex. You got to commit to that woman. You got to love the woman. You got to care about her. That's what God said. And this is why, man, I can understand why Jesus said it's better to be single. Because this the fake stuff that you have to deal with. This the foolishness that you have to deal with. Because it's very, very few people and very, very few women, very, very few men that'll just put up with you because they like you. Those days are over with. Those days are in our great-great-grandparents' time to where money wasn't really an obstacle. Our government have shifted and shaped this whole world to make everything about a dollar. Niggas working so much at work, soon as they come home, they just trying to get a little pleasure off. Women dealing with so many bills, they just trying to make sure you can pay them. This is real. So I'm telling you in today's time, fellas, if you got a woman at home, I'm telling you this not your friend. Don't be slipping playing like that's your friend. You better do what you got to do because I'm telling you how women roll. She going to cutthroat you. She going to leave you. Same thing for women out there. Don't be not doing your job as a woman. Don't stop cooking that good food. Don't stop laying that sex on him or he'll leave you and bring his money somewhere else. And that's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say because this is real out here. Your husband or your wife is not your friend. It's time for y'all to wake up. With all that being said, man, y'all stay cool, stay safe, stay blessed out there. One love, man, and I'm gone.